The ants go marching 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching 2 by 2. The little one stops to tie his shoe, and they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Boom, boom.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Lackluster Gaming, the show for those who love to game but know they're mediocre at best. And today, I've been dealing with this deck that I hate that's in the current meta because of Surgical Goblin. It's that Golem Night Witch combo. And it's really difficult to conquer, plus you have a bunch of other stuff going on too in the meta right now. The ladder's just really kind of crazy. So I wanted to make a deck that would combat that and crush it. And what better to crush a Golem deck than a P.E.K.K.A deck? That's right, so today we're jumping in with some P.E.K.K.A. Before we go there, actually, Jarrett Martinez, thank you so much for being first in my last video. It is much appreciated. So let's check it out. Alright guys, so there you go, the deck of the day is on screen. You can see we've got the P.E.K.K.A and the Battle Ram. Now typically, I'm the type of guy that likes to use a deck with one single win condition and utilize all the other card spaces for supportive troops and defensive troops. However, this one is unique in the sense that it has two win conditions. So we've got the P.E.K.K.A and we've got the Battle Ram. Now why is that important? Now first off, we don't have the Electro Wizard, but we do have the Zap and the Lightning Spell in this deck. So those are two very important cards. You do not want to switch those out. If you have the log, I know you might want to use it, but let's just keep this free to play for today. We need that Zap card because of Inferno Towers. Now, Inferno Towers are not really on the rise. They're not real big in the meta at the moment, but they can be a killer for this deck. And if you encounter somebody that does use an Inferno Tower, you're going to want both the Zap spell and the Lightning spell for the reset function. So once you have that in there, you could probably throw the Electro Wizard in this deck if you really wanted to too. You know, like take out the Goblin Gang, but the Goblin Gang serves a purpose as well for that surround and pound type of feature. But typically what I end up seeing is when I face somebody, I didn't even realize that whole match went by before I even got done explaining the deck. I hope it was fun. But anyway, typically... oh my goodness, I'm not even going to restart this. Let's just keep it going. So you could put the Electro Wizard in there for the extra Zap mechanic, but typically what I'll see is people will throw out that Inferno Tower for the P.E.K.K.A or the Battle Ram, whichever one you start out with first, depending on how your cards are laid out. But once that Inferno Tower is out of the way, boom, you come in with that second win condition and it's game over. Now, another interesting strategy, in fact, this deck right here, the guy we're going up against, Chaos, he's actually using the Inferno Tower, and you'll see here in a second, we will actually utilize each win condition separately and together at the same time. So there's a couple different strategies with this. You can either do what I'm saying, to send one in at a time, and after they've used their defenses, send your second win condition, or you can put your P.E.K.K.A on the right hand side, and once they focus all of their defensive elixir to combat that P.E.K.K.A, then you rush your Battle Ram on the left-hand side. Now, that'll usually catch your opponent off guard. It's only 4 elixir to put that Battle Ram there, but there you go. Lightning for the Inferno Tower. We also have the Dark Goblin, a major piece of this deck. I don't know why I didn't announce it before, but look at it. The range right there to take out that Inferno Tower, and then we get a little bit of extra splash damage, chip damage onto that tower, as well as that little Ice Spirit. That's 100 damage, you know. What are you going to do, though? Spend 3 elixir to kill one elixir card? Anyway, we're going up against a pretty interesting deck. I mean, it's a bait deck, but we don't really have anything to bait. So we can use our Zap whenever we want to, because we know we've got the Lightning spell to take out the Inferno Tower. Now, in this case right here, he's just used his Inferno Tower. We've got the Goblin Gang to take care of that Goblin Barrel, which is perfect. We're going to use the Dark Goblin. Unfortunately, it all gets logged away. We did take out a little bit of that Inferno Tower's health, but we want to start a push, so I lightning spelled it out. And now we're going to throw in, boom, just like that. The battle ram makes it to the tower. We zap away, which was kind of irrelevant. You don't really need to zap a goblin gang because it's not going to kill all the troops. And if you zap them, the troops that it doesn't kill, your barbarians are still going to have to fight them hand to hand and melee. So it's kind of a waste of a zap if you ask me, but I did it anyway. That's my mistake. Don't pay attention to me. Now the ice spirit and the zap will take out the princess. We've got the dragon, the baby dragon right there just to tank a little bit, and just barely snuck off a win as he threw out that rocket. Kind of felt bad, but we would have won it anyway, even if it went to a 2-crown victory. Let's check out match 3. Alright, so here we go, up against Seek, Destroy! It's Seek and Destroy, but because of Supercell's text character limits, we don't really have anything. So anyway, here's a good push to start off with. If you got a battle ram, you got an ice spirit as well, send them in together. It's like a hog push, you know? And here we go, this guy's got this pretty much the same push, but he's also got the Night Wish, and the Night Wish is a heavy card to deal with. Now his battle ram does connect, but we do have the baby dragon tanking for not only our goblin gang but our dark goblin as well, and all of that together really works pretty well as long as they don't have a log, a fireball, or a zap spell right in their hand. So here we go with another battle ram and ice spirit, and this time it will connect and also take out that witch. So this guy's got a double witch deck, which is kind of fun. But now we're going to use our baby dragon once again. It's a very... I just have to mention that this is a very expensive deck. It's 3.8 average elixir, and you do not have the pump. So be very careful. I know I said earlier you might be able to put in your Electro Wizard. If you did, I would probably swap it out with the baby dragon, only because the baby dragon is 4, Electro Wizard's 4, so you're really not dealing with a lot of difference. But the baby dragon is a tank, and I like to use it as a tank, especially when you put it in front of a dark goblin. You can get some serious damage that way, and protect your dark goblin at the same time. So here we go, we got P.E.K.K.A. versus P.E.K.K.A., plus we've got our goblin gang, which he's zapped. We've got our baby dragon and our dark goblin in the back. We're going to take out his P.E.K.K.A. He took out our P.E.K.K.A., but look at this. This is exactly what I was talking about. You get the baby dragon and the dark goblin. If it wasn't for that Electro Wizard, that dark goblin would chip away at that tower just like bap, 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 bap. And it's a pretty quick, fast firing card, so you do tons and tons of damage. I zapped the witch right there. I'm not really sure why I did that. I think I was a little bit desperate. I don't suggest doing that, but you know, sometimes you just do things that you don't even know why you do them. But here we go. Battle ram is connected to our tower. We've got the dark goblin is pretty much the only thing saving us. Now we've got the baby dragon up in the front, and as you can see, it will be a tank. And this is what I was talking about earlier. He's got to focus so much to stop that push on the right-hand side. So you send in your battle ram on the left, and he was forced to spend 5 elixir using the Night Witch to stop the battle ram that he couldn't defend against the P.E.K.K.A. He had to choose which tower to save. I think he made the wrong choice. He probably should have just let that tower go on the opposite side and protected the other tower, because now he still has to fight on the opposite side. And if you're using a P.E.K.K.A., big tip right here, pay attention to this one. You want to fight in the same lane as your opponent, because the P.E.K.K.A. is a defensive and offensive card. So if they're using Golem, a Hog, a Giant, you put your P.E.K.K.A. in the same lane and you just kill it off, and now you got a big counter push. It's dope. Anyway, I know it's kind of a short video today, but thank you for joining. If you liked the video, don't forget to let me know down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and see you tomorrow. Peace out, guys. I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making this this far. You guys are my favorites. Except for Jammer. She's my absolute favorite.